up guys, it's Jess and I hope you all are having an amazing day. So I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to share with you guys how to survive school. And I'm basically just going to share with you guys my tips and advice on how to slay this school year, basically things you need to know before going back to school. I'm going to share with you guys advice and tips when it comes to drama, how to get good grades, how to make new friends, how to be productive, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm going into my senior year of high school, so I figured that I have learned quite a few things over the years, so I figured I would share with you guys some of the helpful tips that I've learned. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to definitely give it a thumbs up if you do. And if you're new here to my channel, I just want to let you all know that I'm having a huge back to school giveaway right now. I'm giving away tons of back to school supplies, a backpack, a $150 Target gift card, a $30 Target gift card, and more. So if you'd like to enter that giveaway, I will have all the rules down below in the description box of this video. But basically the two main rules are just number one, be subscribed to my channel. So definitely join the family, hit the subscribe button down below. We would love to have you. And just so you know, I post new videos every single Wednesday and Sunday, so definitely turn on my post notifications. That way you'll know whenever I upload. And the second biggest rule is just to follow me on Instagram. So my Instagram is @JessicaReed. Definitely go and follow me on there. And with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get right on into this video. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and I'm gonna plug my Instagram again. If you're not following me, definitely go and follow me on there so you can be featured in some of my videos. So I asked you guys to just ask me some questions about back to school advice and tips and just things that you want to find out before you go back to school. So I'm going to be answering as many of your questions as I can in this video. So the first question that I got asked a ton was time management, how to manage your time wisely, how to get good grades and just study and get everything into your schedule. This is definitely a very good question because I know that a lot of you have extracurricular activities, some of you guys are in school and you have a job and you just have a lot of other things to manage in your life besides school and getting your homework done. Trust me, to all of you guys out there, I feel you. I have my YouTube channel, I'm in school, I have sports and all that kind of stuff, so I know how it is. So one of my biggest tips when it comes to time management and just studying, keeping your grades up and getting your homework done is to do your homework at school. Now what I mean by this is at the end of class, if you have extra time, do some of your homework and try to get it done instead of just talking to your friends or just kind of just sitting there and not doing anything. And then also when you have study hall periods, do your homework in study hall. Don't just fool around and talk to your friends the whole time and go on your phone or like really whatever you do. So if you do your homework when you have time at the end of class and you get your homework done in study hall, by the end of the day, you're probably gonna have almost all of your homework done. And especially if you have a job or extracurricular activities and you don't get home till late at night, if you can get your homework done while you're at school, then when you get home, you're not gonna have to stress about trying to get it all done or trying to cram it all in and get it done the next morning. You really just have to make up your mind to focus, get your homework done and your studying done when you're at school, because then when you're done with school for the day, you will have a lot more time to do things for yourself instead of just focusing and stressing out about all of your homework and your schoolwork. I also made a whole entire video on how to be productive, how to manage your time wisely, and just a bunch of awesome tips that I really think would help you for back to school. So I will have that how to be productive video and basically just how to organize your life video linked down below in the description box of this video. And I'll also have a card either up here or over there, so definitely check that out because I know that it would help you out so much this back to school year. So next up, we're gonna talk about making new friends. I got a ton of questions from you guys asking how to make new friends, especially when you're shy. And don't worry, I get you on this because even though it looks like I'm super outgoing, sometimes I'm not, and I'm kind of an introverted, shy person. So this is a question that I feel like I can really help you guys out with a lot because making new friends can sometimes feel really intimidating and scary, but I feel like I have some good tips to help you out with this because like I said, I'm a shy person, so I feel like my tips would probably help all my shy people out there. My biggest tip when it comes to making new friends is to step out of your comfort zone and you be the one that initiates the whole thing. What I mean by this is, I mean like look around, and if you're in class and you see someone that you could potentially be like, hey, you know, I think I could be friends with them. If there's an empty seat by them, go up and just be like, hey, is this seat open? Can I sit next to you? And if they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And you sit down, then go ahead and introduce yourself. And for instance, I'd be like, hey, my name's Jessica. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? And then that gives them an opportunity to be like, hey, Jessica, it's nice to meet you. My name is Gabby. Or, you know, once they introduce themselves, then you could ask them another question and then they'll answer back. back and you can just try to start a conversation going. And most times, I know it's scary to just put yourself out there and go up and introduce yourself to someone, but when they see that you're the one who goes up and introduces yourself to them, they're gonna be like, wow, this girl or this boy is really confident and they just came up to me and they introduced themselves. And I guarantee you that no one's gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, they're gonna be like, hey, yeah, it's nice to meet you. And they're gonna start talking to you because they're gonna be like, dude, this girl or this boy is cool. They're confident, they came up to me. And I don't know, that's just like my biggest tip when it comes to making new friends. And I actually have a story where one time I went up to a group of girls and I introduced myself and they actually said back to me, they're like, wow, you're so confident. You just came up to all of us and introduced yourself. And to me, I was so scared to introduce myself, but they saw it as confidence. And I feel like another good conversation idea to try to make friends with someone and get to know them a little bit better is if you know that your school is having a basketball game or there's a big football game going on, you can ask that person like, hey, are you going to the basketball or the football game tonight or like tomorrow, really, you know, whenever it is. And they could be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Or if they say, I don't know yet, you could be like, hey, why don't we go together? We could hang out. It will be fun because you're supporting your school. And I don't know, I just feel like that's always a fun thing to do because when you invite someone to do something with you, they're most likely gonna be like, yeah, let's do it. So the next question that I'm gonna be answering is, what is the most important thing you learned in high school? And I thought this question was a really great one because it made me really think for a minute about what I really did learn in high school and what was the most important thing that I would take away from it all. And if you guys know me and you watch a lot of my videos, then you would know that I'm all about encouraging other people and lifting other people up and just sharing advice and tips on how to get through hard things in life. And I feel like sometimes high school can be a little bit challenging. I thought this question would be a great question to answer for those of you who are going into high school or those of you who are in high school or even those of you that are in middle school right now. So the most important thing that I would have to say that I learned in high school, well, really I have two things, but the first one, and I know this sounds so cliche, but it's just to be yourself. When I was a freshman in high school, I was trying to really find myself, my voice, who I was as a person, and all of that kind of stuff. And I would just tell you right now to not change and try to be someone that you're not just to fit in and fit in with the popular crowd. Honestly, being popular in high school means nothing for the rest of your life. I know it might seem important when you're in high school, but really being popular doesn't mean anything when you get out of high school and you get into the real world. So don't ever change who you are and your morals and what you believe in to try to fit in with the popular crowd or fit in with people that you feel like you should be hanging out with, but you know, like deep in your heart, that you could find better friends that are going to be more like you and have the same interests that you have. And the second most important thing I learned in high school that I really want to share with you guys is truly learning how to stand up for myself. I'm one of those people who wants to get along with everyone. I want everyone to like me, which not everyone is going to like you, just so you know, because that took me a while to learn that not everyone is going to like me. I'm a really nice person and I try to get along with everyone, but sometimes, you know what, people aren't just gonna like you. And going along with standing up for yourself, I learned that you're the one who sets the tone of how people are gonna treat you. I would let people walk over me all of the time, say terrible things to me, really just kind of like bully me and be rude to me, and I never really stood up for myself because the kind of environment that I was in, I was on a team and I didn't want to say anything to offend that person or those people that were talking about me. I wanted to just keep the team going. I wanted everything to just be smooth. I didn't want it to be rough and rocky. If you don't stand up for yourself, then they're just going to keep treating you like that over and over again. And I learned that when I truly just stood up for myself and I realized that they weren't treating me with respect, that was one of the biggest things that I learned in high school that I feel like just applies to your whole entire life. So next up, we are going to talk about drama because I got so many questions how to deal with high school drama, how to deal with middle school drama, and I feel like I've dealt with a lot of drama in my life, so I definitely have some tips about this one. So the first thing that I would say about school drama is not to gossip about other people behind their backs, especially if your friends are doing it. I know that sometimes it's so easy for you to kind of chime in and say something, but do not gossip about other people. Just think about it this way, I'm sure you've all heard this, but treat others the way that you want to be treated. Before you say something behind someone else's back, think about how you would feel if they said that thing about you behind your back. I'm sure it wouldn't feel good, and I know that sometimes it's so easy to just chime in and say something when all of your friends are gossiping and talking about other girls or boys behind their backs, but really drama and gossip leads to bullying, and a lot of people are going through hard things, and when they find out that other people are saying mean and negative things behind their backs, it can really hurt a lot of people. And you really never know what people are going through in their life, what they're dealing with, what their home life is like, how their parents treat them. So if you say something that's hurtful, they could really take that to heart and it could seriously damage them. And our mouths have the power to uplift other people or tear down other people. So just watch what you say, use your words wisely. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It is going to be hard not to talk about other people and get into the whole drama thing, but seriously, don't give in and don't do it. Like I said, our words have the power to heal or hurt people, so be really careful about what you're saying. And if you're in the opposite situation where people are talking behind your back and gossiping about you, I know how that feels. I have been there. And my biggest tip for you is if it's your friends who are saying things behind your back, you just need to confront them and go head on and be like, you know what? I thought we were friends. Why are you treating me this way and being disrespectful and talking behind my back and saying these hurtful things? Really, when you confront a situation and you're strong and you're bold about it and you just call your friends out, I mean, I'm saying friends like this because they might not really be your friends if they're talking behind your back, they're gonna be like, dang, I'm not gonna say anything about her anymore because she like just literally confronted me. And I feel like that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to just be like, listen, what's going on right now? It's not okay with me. And that's what I've had to do a lot of times in my life. And when I actually just confront the situation, they stop talking about me in that negative way. And so that's something that's really helped me. So the last question that I'm going to be answering is how to stop procrastinating. Procrastination is something that I still struggle with. I feel like everyone struggles with this at some point, but I've definitely gotten a whole lot better with it. So my number one tip when it comes to procrastination is to start with the small things and work up to the bigger things on your to-do list. So if you start with the smaller things and just get some of those tasks that you feel like aren't the biggest deal, but if you still get them done and you realize, hey, I just got like 4 things done and those are like your smaller tasks, you're gonna feel super empowered and you're gonna be like, you know what? I just did 4 tasks. I got them done. I'm ready to accomplish that big thing. So that is it for this video. I had so much fun filming it, just sitting down and getting to talk to you guys. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up. That way I know. And also, if you're still watching right now, leave a comment down below and let me know what your most helpful tip is when it comes to procrastination, because I feel like I still need some help and tips and advice in that whole department. So if you have any tips when it comes to procrastination or really any kind of advice for back to school, leave them in the comments down below to help someone out. So I love you guys so much, and just know that God loves you too. You all are so beautiful, special, amazing, unique, and wonderful in your own way. And always remember that all things are possible. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I believe in you. I love you. I believe that you're gonna have a great school year this year. Make your mind up to do your best, and I will see you guys very soon in a new video. So I love you all so much. Thank you for your amazing support, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!